Hello and welcome to the 5th cube draft. We didn't do so good with the latest cube drafts, and yet again I have no clue where to go with this. I think I want to do the most broken thing possible this time. Is that Dead Cloud? Maybe, but I think Moldrifter yet again is the more all-around card. You can splash it easily, you can um, just ignore it if you don't find any other blue cards. So yeah, I get Moldrifter. It's being recorded on a Monday in the afternoon, so I have no clue if the opponents are any good or better than usual. So we get a better skull past. I think the pig is dead. If we get a Stoneforge, great. If we don't, it's still a 5 mana 4/4 Vigilance Lifelink with an ability to re-equip. And it doesn't commit us to any color. Other decent cards, of course: Mutavault, Grim Monolith, Acidic Slime, Capsize, Bloodgift Demon is fine, Pristine Angel I like. Used to play it in Standard back in the days in UW Control WoW, and I get a sword as well. Someone to my right does not like equipment. Summon Loki is really good, Trade Wind Rider is really good, Reprint Target is fine, but I think picking up sword here as well. And just going creatures yet again. So here we have Shriekmaw, Curse Catcher, Geist. I think Geist is a pick here. And I will go blue-white aggro creatures. Curse Catcher will probably wheel, Legacy Salute might wheel, Mirror Entity might wheel, or Flagstones. So we have plenty of options. Calciderm is fine, but I don't think I want that. So guys, does commit us to colors at this point. We might not play it though, but it was the strongest card out of the pack. It's going slow again. People are really thinking about their picks. That's good, of course. You should too. In my free time I've been playing a lot of Spelunky, and I finally made it to Hell on one of my challenge runs for the very first time. Finally beat Omic. Didn't do that before, and now I did. I also rewatched some of my older videos, try to pick up some information about what to do, about where to improve. So far no comments yet, but I'm still learning, of course. I'm trying to build content on my channel so that people who stumble upon the channel have plenty of stuff to see. I think Riftwing Cloudskate here is the stronger pick over Celestial Colonnade. Yeah, that just gives lifelink, so it isn't worth it. And Riftwing Cloudskate is a 2-drop in a deck where you probably don't have a lot of 2-drops. Here we can get Scrubland to splash something. We can get Dismember, which is just standard removal, even if you don't splash it. We can play it, or we could pick Ponder or Thirst, or Catastrophe, of course, but I think Dismember here, spot removal, is the better card. And then we get Ninja, Delver, or Enclave Cryptologist. I'm actually a fan of the Ninja. As it is a creature, it's an aggro creature, it can save stuff, it can get Moldrifter or Riftwing Cloudskate back. Well, it can save stuff, but it's a fine creature. Now I'll want is some 1-drops though, and in these colors you only have white 1-drops except the Curse Catcher maybe. So you can have Savannah Lions, Elite Vanguard, Izumaru, Steflink's bunch of 1-drops in white. So that shouldn't be a problem. It might be if someone is drafting mono white or white red aggro or whatever they want to do. Just a second. So we had a brief interruption, but here, as I said before, we want 1-drops. I think Wither Wayfarer is a decent one. Shapeshifter is as well, but I think it's too expensive and we'll be picking up expensive cards as well. We might wheel the dungeon guys from our first pack, so Wither Wayfarer is the pick here. And this actually commits us to the blue-white deck that we had in mind when we picked up the Geist. And again, some people really need to know, need to learn when they're not wanted. So Dungeon Guys is probably the pick, even though I want Mana War for a 3-drop. Dungeon Guys is better. K-Guy is also really good, but it's really expensive. I'm gonna take Adequate Waste over the Capsize for the fix. Might be the wrong pick, seeing as Capsize is really strong. This actually is harder than I thought it would be. Capsize is really good. It slows down your opponent, it stops everything, but do we want to fix our Capsize? I think we do. And we get Trade Wind Rider and Paladin Evic. Wow. Yeah. I think we should be able to pick up enough white creatures that Trade Wind Rider is just the better pick. And then we get Mirror Entity, Flagstone, Scourge Catcher, and Calcidarm. Insane. I think Curse Catcher is fine. I know the other cards are more powerful, and they sure are, especially stuff like Mirror Entity is really good. But I feel like I can't just jam 3 and 4 drops at this point. I need to lower my curve a bunch. We want a lot of 1 and 2 drops at this point. Gianni is a really good card. I hope Steflinks wheels in. And that's about it for us in this pack, I guess. Maybe Absorb, but it's not something we're looking to pick up. Basically on Steflinks, maybe Negate, and then Steplinks yet again. Then Scalding Tarn. Johnny is not that good as the other Johnny though. But it is a killer, it gains flying and double strike. If you do it on a Geist with a sword equipped, it's GG. And what's the ultimates? Yeah. Okay. Here we have Parallax Wave, which might wheel, even Manchester Roots will wheel, Reveillark, and Flicker Wisp. Maybe the Forbid. Kira is a good card as well. But yet again, 3 drops galore. Enters the battlefield, exile another other permanents under its control at the beginning of the next end step. What does it do for us? Not a lot, does it? So it basically removes a blocker for a turn. Then why isn't Kira better, just to protect my own creatures? It stops my own equipment though, as I can't target it myself, especially in the same with no Trajan is on the opponents. So Reveillark gets back a lot of creatures. I think I'll pick up a Reveillark here and hope the other things wheel. So Student of Warfare is a good card. Friction Metamorph. You'll say, yeah, but it's expensive. Still Munkavee and Fate's Feathers. But as I said before, I want cheap ones, so I'll pick up a Student here. A Johnny Vengeance. Oblivion Ring is probably the pick, but Johnny Vengeance still being here. If I had a fix for it or saw a fix for it before, I saw the Scalding Tarn though, but then it has to wheel and I'm screwing up my mana base and it's a 4-drop. But it's so good though. Okay, we will take the gamble. You want some fix now, but Restoration Angel is probably the pick here over Cortizar, and then hoping Cortizar reels, but Restoration Angel is stronger with some combinations and just better than a 1-3. Yeah. So for 1 mana more you get a 3-4 Flying Flash with a good ability. It's more cards. That won't happen, will it? So probably won't be playing this. And this is actually not a 3-drop, seeing as I'm not playing black at this point. Just like last time, I tried drafting a blue aggro deck. You get way too many 2-drops. 4-drops. Elderling is a fine card, but I think my high-end curve is too much already. Silver Knight is actually hard to cast, but it's the only card I can pick up here, so we will. Just checking that my microphone isn't muted anymore. That would be quite annoying that I'm trying to commentate. You people hear nothing because of the 2 interruptions I had. But they should be over now. Here we have Cloud Gods Ranger, Wake Thrasher and Oust. Cloud Gods Ranger is a strong card, definitely. Especially with equipment. But again, it's high on the curve. But is there anything else you want high on the curve that's better than Cloud Gods Ranger? It's a good question. Oust is removal though. And I think we want a removal at this point. Mentor of the Meek is probably the better card for us. It's card draw. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that we have with this. So if you splash, we would also want to pick up these, but I think Mentor of the Meek, seeing as it's a creature and it's useful for us, we'll pick that one up, and then Stefflings of course. Hope the Scalding Tarn wheels, and I'll even play it if I do not splash with Giant Vengeance, just because of the Stefflings. It's looking good. Well, it can still be better. Some more 2-drops. I don't know the amount of good 2-drops in these colors in the draft format, but I mean Stoneforge Mystic, Thalia, definitely 2 cards I wouldn't mind seeing in the next pack. Who the hell says pack? Even Mind Sense or Parallax Wave. So if we play Parallax Wave, then we shouldn't play a Giant Vengeance, I think, as it's yet another 4-drop and it's a non-creature. Flicker Wisp is flying though. Yeah, we'll go for Flicker Wisp. That was close. Because even with Mentor of the Meek it has some options, and then we'll pick up the Fate's Feather over the Yosei. Doesn't seem that no one is white. If the Oblivion Ring also wheels, then I'd be surprised, really surprised. But Fate's Feather is a strong card. It doesn't wheel, and Celestial Flare. Yeah, it's removal for us. We'll pick it up. The Scalding Tarn didn't wheel, so at this point Johnny Vengeance is out unless I get 3 fix or something in the next pack. We do have Weathered Wayfarer for some kind of fix. We'll pick up Bench Arm. We probably won't play it main deck. Probably won't play it at all. Behemoth Sledge or Day of Judgments. Day of Judgment is annoying against us, so let's get it out of there. I also noticed that I tend to interrupt the mid of my sentence because English isn't my native language. And I'm just talking and trying to keep my thoughts going. I have to translate them in another language and at the same time draft, of course. So here we open up Ajani Goldmane, which is the pick for us. We have 2 Ajanis then. Okay, that isn't that great, but Ajani Goldmane in a deck like this is really good. Obviously we're looking to wheel Ranger of EOS We would mind picking up just a Cliff Lead or Ravages of Wars, of course. Time Warp might be fine here. But we'll pick up the Johnny Goldmane. And then we did get a Stoneforge, so yeah. I'm not even looking at the other cards. You had Loam Lion and stuff like that. But there's no way that Stoneforge Mystic isn't the pick for us, seeing as we have Better Skull and a Sword. So we get rewarded a bit. I mean, these are good standalones, but getting Stoneforge Mystic passed. Or at least open to our right and then passed to us. Something you wanted, and if you now get it Alia, I'll be really happy. We do not, but we do get Spectral Procession, which might be the pick. Don't see what else we would want here. Kami of Ancient Law is a fine card, but it's likely to wheel. I think Spectral Procession is the stronger card. We'll consider it a 4-drop though. Sadly enough, it's yet another 4-drop, but even then it's good enough. And this combined with Ajani or any kind of equipment. Here we have Honor of the Pure. Over what though? Over Show and Tell? Yeah, we won't want to Show and Tell anything. It's only white creatures, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll see, we'll see. We'll pick it up anyway. So we have the Unicorn or Old Man of the Sea. Chalice I won't play. I think I want some 2-drops, and it's the same with the Kami of the Ancient Law that I wanted to wheel. So this is probably the pick. And don't have any kind of counter, so if we end up against a combo deck or a ram deck that just plays one big spell, I need to find a way around it. But at this point I have 1, 2 removal, 3 if you count the Celestial Flare, and then some bounce, 4 with Fate's Feathers of course. And Dungeon Geist is also a really strong card. Actually drafted a lot of white, especially creatures. I prefer drafting something consistent, something that's good, compared to something that's high risk, high reward. I mean, definitely love playing the high risk, high reward deck. I think they're really great, I think they're really fun, and it's what makes Cube fun, but it's just not my cup of tea. Hokori could be a fine pick. I think we want to force spike against some kind of decks. We won't play either of these main deck, so in that case, seeing as we do not have any kind of ramp, and this is only great in green-white in my opinion, the force spike should be our pick. The Fairy Baneslayer Angel or Glorious Anthem. Interesting. So I think the question here is, do we want another creature in Baneslayer Angel, or do we want a Glorious Anthem? And if you pick up Baneslayer Angel, what to do with the rest? So Mulder can be considered a 3-drop. Rifting Cloudscape can be considered a 2-drop, so it should only be at this end. If we pick up the Glorious Anthem, we shouldn't be playing Honor of the Pure, or we could, and what if we just cut blue? Good question. Do we have anything in blue that's broken? I don't know. And then we play Glorious Anthem, and so we'll pick up Baneslayer and hope that Glorious Anthem wheels. That was a close pick, had to pick as my time was running out. Hero of Bladehold I think is a pick here, again really strong. I think I get the Ranger of Eos and the Clifftop Retreat, but the Ranger is just better. And then the Loam Lion over nothing on Seb except the Phantasmal Bear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can actually cut blue entirely and just play mono white with a splash for like a few cards if we want to. We can do it if we want to. Yeah, let's pick up the Phantasmal Bear. I mean, the chances of me playing Loam Lion are slim to nothing. Mono white, huh? That'll be interesting to say the least. What are we losing then? So we're losing Muldrifter, Geist, which is probably a big card, and then that's about it. Trajan Rider is obviously strong, Dungeon Geist is obviously strong, Ninja is something I like to play, but is it worth splashing a second color? Maybe. Now the question you gotta ask yourself on, why wouldn't you splash a second color? So Kami of the Ancient Lot did wheel, Supreme Verdict did wheel, so I don't think someone will play this. Seeing as I'm heavily white and just keep getting white cards, I don't think someone is white, and it's double white, so it's heavy if you want to splash it. Getting something to drink, Flametongue Cavalry is really good against us, so let's get it out there. Let's pick up Old Man of the Sea, no clue why that wheeled. It's a 2/3 for 3 mana, which steals creatures, yeah. So a Cory also wheeled. Not gonna play that, but it's good to know that we have it. And then Grasslands, yeah. I might play it with Steplings, but I think it coming into play tapped isn't worth it for us. So let's see, we have an insane amount of cards, so this is something we have to consider. So for Spike, probably not main deck. Let's see, to the non-creature cards. Johnny, Dismember, Sword. Cory is out, obviously. Fate's Feathers. Day of Judgment is out. Johnny. Better Skull, and then Spectral Procession, which I'll consider a 4-drop at this point. This can be a 2-drop, this can be a 3-drop, and this can be a 6-drop. Yeah, we'll put it there, it doesn't matter. So we have 34 cards, which is way too many. So yeah, these are out. I'll never main deck these. If you do not play blue, or only play blue for a few cards. So we have 25 then, so even then we have to cut. Interesting. So a bunch of cutting. I don't think we want these two. I think they're fine cards, but they're not good enough. And we can also cut the Steplings for the bear though. We'll cut one of these two. But it's our... So another Beer could be out. We didn't wheel the Slash of Flare probably out. We didn't wheel the card one, this is a 1-drop, seeing as we are not playing black. We didn't wheel the Glorious Anthem, which I tried to say a few times, but couldn't get through because I was thinking at the same time. So Ninja will... Yeah, we'll keep it as a 4-drop. We could say, yeah, it's a 2-drop, but the chances of it being a 2-drop, it's more likely a 3-drop, seeing as we're playing this amount, this curve. Do you want any of this out? This can be considered a creature, as it is a creature. This can be as well, seeing as it is. Again, we're heavy on the 4s, but Hero is strong, Ranger is strong, Restoration, Dungeon Guys, Ninja, yeah. And Spectral Procession, yeah, you can count it as a 3-drop. Will not play Old Man of the Sea. Flicker Wisp. I think it's fine. We can attack and then play Flicker Wisp to untap something. We can get Better Skull token back. We can use it with Stoneforge Mystic. We can use it with Rifting Cloudskate. We can use it with Muldrifter. It's a combination with Mentor of the Meek. In any case, do you want anything over this? Yeah. God damn it. Why does it keep doing that? So Withered Wayfarer is just a stupid 1/1 for us. It gets us lands though, but why would we want to fetch lands? we have nothing. You can say, yeah, it's some kind of fix, which it is. But I think we'll cut it here. We might bring in one of those, of course. I think I'll also remove one of these two. And remove this Ajani. I'm not sure about this one. But basically 3 mana, 5. Yeah, we gotta keep it in. But then we're changing our curve so much. We have to remove something of this. For now, I'll remove the Trade Wind Rider. I'm actually looking into cutting a lot of blue though. Just because I just want it to be a single splash or a small splash, or maybe not being there in just not being there, so it's not play the ninja. Are these blue cards strong enough? Think so. Dungeon Geist is double blue though, so we could consider that and just bring it in against a heavy creature deck. But I think if you play the Weather Wayfarer, then the Dungeon Geist is supportable. We can also lower our curve by playing these and just removing some of the higher ones, but it's really hard. I actually like Trade Wind Riders a lot. You'd be surprised by the amount that I love this card, just for all time's sake, and I also consider it to be a strong card. So what does Reviar get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards, so 1/4 of the deck, and on its own it's a 4/3 flyer for 5. We have 4 minutes left. This is a hard one, we have a lot of good cards. Do we want the 3-drop or just evoke it and then get nothing out of it? I think we do. I think it's a great card, and even if you just consider the 5-drop, it's still strong. Let's cut the Kami then. But then we have no outs against enchantments. Yeah, okay, whatever. And we can cut the Oust and just focus on these two, because we want to have a bunch of creatures. Yeah, let's try it like this. If you come across creature decks, we can always side in a bunch of creature removal, but at this point we just want a streamlined deck where we're not clunked with cards that do nothing for us. Is Dismember better than Oust? I think so. We obviously want the Arca Waste. I don't think we want the Grasslands, and then when we ask suggest, what does he say? He wants to give us 2 swamps. Yeah, really. The question is, are 4 islands enough? I don't think so. So we have 12 white sources and 6 blue ones for 4 cards with a double. So this might be enough, but then the Dungeon Geist is probably later. But with the Weather Wayfarer, I think it's fine. So our curve is so fucked at this point. Even if you consider it as a 2-drop, our curve really isn't that good. Okay, so this is a 1-drop. So we press submit already. Oh, didn't know I was the last one. So yeah, I'll see you for round 1 in just a few moments.